The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.
All right, let me turn now to there's a lot of talk about you running for president. There's one issue that has the media is obsessed with. That's the birth certificate issue. I'm not going to ask you about that, but tell me this. Why do you think that you're getting so much heat from other big-name Republicans like Karl Rove?
Well, I don't think I'm getting a lot of heat. First of all, I think Karl Rove has a loser issue. If you look at the Republican Party, 75% of them think there's something to it. 25% think he wasn't born in this country. So it's not, and in the meantime, and you know this and you told me this, I'm leading or tied for the lead in virtually every poll. So this is an issue with resilience. It's something I'm working on very hard. If you would have asked me, Greta, 2 months ago, I really thought he probably was born here. I've been hearing about this issue for 2 years. Every day that goes by, it's more and more suspicious. Why is our president spending millions of dollars in legal fees trying to get away from this issue? There's something fishy.
Well, in terms of that issue, though, itself, it is a hot-button issue without any doubt because it's everybody's talking about it. But many in the Republican Party are excluding you from consideration because of that particular issue. They're not talking about how you think about what you think about Libya or unemployment or China or illegal immigration, any of the other issues. They're all focusing on this and excluding you as a possibility based on it.
Well, I don't think they are excluding me because I'm number one in the polls. So, how could I be excluded?
I don't mean the voters. I mean the chattering class, so to speak. I mean the people who are talking and who get on TV and talk about the race.
Look, Karl Rove is the man that ran Bush into the ground. Bush finished so weak that we ended up getting Obama. He ran the man into the ground. And the more I see about Karl Rove, the more I realize maybe it wasn't completely Bush's fault. The fact is Abraham Lincoln couldn't have beaten Obama because Bush and Karl Rove finished so weakly. So I don't want to listen to Karl Rove. The fact is there's something there. He hasn't given his birth certificate, and a lot of Republicans agree with me very strongly on this, Greta.
It's clear that when you look at the polls that you're a contender. You've got the greatest name recognition of all the people whose names are floating out there as possible nominees. How do you convert name recognition into votes?
Well, I don't think I'm doing it based on name recognition. Most people, and certainly Republicans and Republican voters, they know all of the candidates we're talking about, and I don't think I'm doing it because of the birther issue, and I don't want to get votes because of the birth issue.
Let me just stop you right there, Donald. I think people knew your name well before that. I didn't mean that because the name Trump has been around for quite a while. I meant the fact that you are so well known for so many things. How do you make the transition to go out there and get votes using that?
Well, I think I'm getting the votes because of the fact that they see my stance on China. I've made a lot of money with China. I've done deals with China, which I'll be exposing someday in the very near future, perhaps, and I'm very proud to expose it. I mean, I own some unbelievable assets on deals that I did with China. I'm not just talking about selling apartments. The fact is, people know that I will do a great job in stopping China from ripping us off, which is what they're doing. We're going to lose $300 this year, Greta, with China. They are ripping us left and right. People know that I will do a great job with OPEC, and I will stop this carnage that's giving us in terms of what they're doing with oil, what they're doing with our gasoline prices. I mean, you're going to have gasoline that's going to be at $5 and $6 a gallon very, very soon. So, I mean, I really think that's why I'm doing well in the polls, not because of Bertha. And really, I agree, I have a big name ID, but I don't think that's the reason I'm necessarily doing as well as I am in the polls.
The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.